Alright, well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm testing out, I guess if I do it like this, it'll cover up that light. How to do this recording here, and I'm going to do a pack break. I think it's called a pack break. Got some unopened 1990 Fleer Premier Edition football cards. 90, I'm thinking that's around when Emmitt Smith was a rookie. So, don't know who's going to be in there. Should be pretty fun. They're like a plastic kind of wrap. Not the earlier, well, that's early 90s, but I remember the later 80s was more of like a wax paper type of a feel, opening up those. And it starts off with a Terry Hoage. Fella played for the Eagles and the Saints. Terry Hoage, if you can see him right there. And he's a defensive back. Next one up, the checklist, the infamous checklist. Fleer 90 checklist. It's got a few of the teams on there. Tim Harris, Green Bay Packers linebacker. Tim Harris, at this point, he played his whole career in Green Bay. Logged in, wow, looks like he logged in 19 and a half sacks in 1989. I thought that, I mean, Strahan, when he broke the record, I think he was pretty close to that. So, Tim Harris, quite the pass rusher. Ray Horton, defensive back, was a Bengals man. Had quite a few interceptions. Really came out on fire his rookie year. I think it says 5 interceptions, a TD, 121 yards. Yeah, pretty good defense. Super Bowl MVP's card, number 397. Uh-oh! Look at that connection. Joe Montana and Jerry Rice, the greatest all-time pass connecting duos, two of the greatest football players of all time, perhaps still the greatest wide receiver of all time, and in the running for still the greatest quarterback of all time. John Stevens, a running back for the Patriots, put up a 1,000-yard season, his rookie season in '88. NFL draft choice, Blair Thomas, a running back for the Jets. NFL draft choice. Don't know how he did. He had a 4.4 speed, it said, though. Harvey Armstrong played with the Eagles and the Colts, took a year off. Did he get injured? Did he, it was early days, he probably didn't care much about domestic violence or drugs. I mean, LT was doing all kinds of bad stuff, and finally they're starting to come around on being upstanding citizens, besides football players. Arthur Cox, a tight end. Started with the Falcons, went to the Chargers. Now this guy, he must have been there right before the dawn of Antonio Gates, the guy that really transformed he and Tony Gonzalez, that position. Got to flip them around. We got a little AFC action going. Orson Mobley, a Broncos tight end. Orson, I think this fella 6'5", 259. Didn't have a lot of receptions, so probably a blocking tight end. Louis Billups, Lewis Billups here. Lewis Billups is a defensive back, Bengals. Put in some years there. Charles Mann out of Washington from Reno, Nevada, defensive lineman. And he recorded 10 sacks, 10 sacks, 10 sacks, 14.5 sacks. Pretty good guy to have on the line, consistent. Mike Rozier for the Oilers. Mike Rozier put up 1,000 yards one year, 957 another. Carried the ball over 200 times both those years. Uh-oh. Here he is again. Joe Montana. That's right. Joe Montana. I do believe this was a Super Bowl year. Well, 90, I think the Giants beat the Bills, or somebody beat the Bills. You could say pretty much 90, 91, 92, 89, 87. I mean, it wasn't the 86 Bears. If it was anywhere in the 80s, 90s, or 2000s, somebody was beating the Bills. Or the Chicago Bulls were winning. Or both.
Daddy, he used to have a long beard.
Yeah, he's got 31,000 yards on his career right there.
Daddy, did you used to have a
and
long
Leonard
mustache?
Griffin. Yeah, I've had all kinds of facial hair, sweetie. Leonard Griffin for the Chiefs. Put up 6.5 sacks that one year. Tough to get sacks when you're sitting across from Derek Thomas. Well, looks like we got a couple good pulls in there. Had Joe Montana and that rookie. I don't know if he ever panned out, but one of the best things about that pack right there, little pack break action, was the Joe Montana Jerry Rice. All right, see you later.